So, welcome guys to today's video. I shall be taking you through our pipeline product, that is the PPay Global Service product, a product that has been designed to assist the low income and the middle aged people in the disadvantaged areas to make sure that they have access to affordable credit irrespective of their low earnings by giving them an alternative payment gateway that allows them to pay as per their graduated financial cap. So, our product has been in pipeline for the last 6 months. We have been collecting data and we have gotten quite a good traction of having more than 1,000 registered members. And currently, we are working to have several contracts with several lenders so that now we can have a pilot of our program towards launching and development phases. Without so much wastage of time, I want to showcase you on how the product is working so that by the end of this video you'll be able to understand exactly the problem that we are solving for the low income and middle aged people, especially those in the disadvantaged areas. So the first step is you have to go and log in on your banking application, and this is a sample bank application. So I'll log in, and once I log in, I'm able to access my dashboard where I can send money, I can see the balance, I can send money to mobile and also to others. But the most important section is the loan section. So I'll click on the dollar sign so that it can direct me on the loan section. And yes, so this is a sample customer who has been given a loan of 18,700, which is a monthly loan. And from the circumstances, because as we are seeing that we are focusing on the low income earners who have issues with their constant source of revenues, this customer has actually defaulted this loan because it was due to be paid on the 10th of June 2021. This customer has also been advanced a new loan of 50,000, which is an active loan and is due to be paid tomorrow. As per the existing structures with the current banking system is that the customer is offered a pay bill to clear the default loan and also to clear the active loan. But for the low income and the middle aged people, those in dry areas and those who have no access to constant source of financing, you'll find that they will always have difficulties in clearing these loans. And by the end of the day, what happens is that the banks consider them as not creditworthy and they have limited access to finance. And that is why we are introducing a new service where there is pay today on the pay bill. There is an alternative service that they can use known as PPay service. So this PPay is an alternative payment platform that a person who is struggling and who does not have sufficient amount of money on the payment date can use so that he can restore his credit score and he can maintain a positive record without necessarily affecting the lender's loan book. So here what will happen, the customer will come and click use PPay, and the PPay program will ask him to link the loans account to PPay. Remember, PPay is an additional icon that is being integrated on the lender's app, so you need to give it the consent to access your loan details, and that way there is a purpose of linking your loans to PPay. So you link to PPay, and you'll accept the terms and conditions and also read them, then click the submit button. By clicking submit, it means now the PPay service has access to your loan, and it has known that you have some arrears with the bank and that you are struggling to pay the arrears. So what happens is that PPay will give you what we call a PPay limit, which is the maximum amount of money that PPay can assist you to clear from the bank in order to maintain your positive credit score. The effect of this PPay limit is to lower the amount that the customer is supposed to pay to an affordable amount. and so that to make it sure that this customer is able to afford the payment and there is no default. So the customer will check on the PPay limit, and yes, you see the customer loans, which is the 18,700, has been offered a PPay limit of 14,000, and the customer is just supposed to pay 4,700. So that means that a customer who has no constant source of income and that was supposed to pay 18,700 so that he can get a new loan is just supposed to pay just 4,700, which is actually less than 25% of what he was supposed to pay. On the other hand, the business loan that he had with the bank, that is the 50,000, has also been issued a PPay limit of 37,500, meaning the customer is just supposed to pay around 12,500. So you can see PPay limit is lowering the principal and the interest to an affordable amount that the customer can able to raise. And now that is where we are targeting the low income earners, because these are the people who have issues when it comes to the repayment date. They cannot pay the loan on time, they end up defaulting, they are blacklisted, and they are denied access to credit, and that is how their business continues stalling. But in this case, they are just supposed to pay actually less than 25%, then PPay will come to their assistance. So only when the minimum amount is paid, now you shall come and proceed to use PPay. And PPay will tell you now to choose the loan that you are. Remember, this customer has two loans. One is a monthly loan, the other one is a business loan. So he's being given an alternative to choose which loan he wants cleared by PPay. But there is one condition, that the customer must at least pay the minimum amount that he has been told. And that is what we have seen, that is actually less than 25%. So if that one has been done, he'll click whichever loan he wants to have it paid. In this case, it's the monthly loan. And then he'll proceed to pay the monthly loan. Now what happens is that now PPay will start renegotiating a new loan on behalf of this client, which is of a lower limit, and it will assist the client to repay the previous loan. Remember, the customer has just paid 25%, and now the 75% has to be settled by PPay. And now what PPay will do, it will initiate a transaction of paying the 14,000 to the lender on behalf of that client, and again renegotiate for a lower limit for this customer, which is actually now going to be at least 16,500. Remember, the initial loan was 18,700 and now has been renegotiated downwards to an affordable amount that this customer will be able to pay in future. So PPay is charging some transaction fee that makes sure that the system is self-sustainable, and by the end of the day, now the customer is supposed to just enter the amount that is supposed to request as a new loan for the next month. In this case, the limit has been reduced to 16,500, and now the customer kicks in the amount and then he submits the request. So during this request, PPay has already negotiated that this customer be issued with 16,500, which has been disbursed and is due 30th September 20, meaning another now 30 days have been added, and the 14,000 that the customer was unable to pay of the previous loan has been deducted from the new loan which has been issued now, the 16,500. So meaning the customer will get the balance, that is 16,500 minus 14,000, he'll get around 2,387, and PPay will recover a transaction charges. So in a sense, it means this customer has not defaulted the loan. This customer is actually paying the loan on time, irrespective of having insufficient funds. And this customer has maintained a positive credit score. And he also have some other days and some other weeks and another full 1 month to reconcile all his earnings and the businesses and pay the 16,500. And if it happens that even on the payment date that the 16,500 is not affordable, he'll still got the same process and click on PPay. PPay will also give another PPay limit to reduce the principal, and the process continues. That when it comes to payment of these loans, people are just be able to pay as per their financial cap. Our target is basically the low income earners, the women, the girls, and the men also who are not able to raise the funds on time because of their irregular sources of income, and making sure that these financial institutions continue to give them access to credit, because they have been considered unbankable. But with PPay now, everybody is a creditor to the customer. So when you check on the loan details, you realize that a new loan has been issued of 16,500, a repayment date of 1 month, and from the previous history is that the monthly loan of 18,700 has been fully paid. But remember, the customer had no this money. He just had the 4,500. The 14,000 has been assisted on his behalf, which has been subsequently deducted from the 16,500, which is now a new loan awaiting for the 30 days. So then that's how the program works. Now you can go back home and now continue to do your business, so that now during the 30 days you'll be able to pay the 16,500. That's how is it. That's how PP is assisting the low income earners, that they always ensure that the repayment formula is so much friendly, and they negotiate you to continue accessing credit as per your financial cap, as compared to the current system whereby you have to pay loans in full, which are resultant so many people being frustrated. Thank you. See you. Bye.